managed to start right on time. I'm impressed with myself. Now I'm just gonna get the video camera set up so you all can see stuff. So it's good that I feel early. I have my trusty wheel in front of me, which, there you go. Right there. Down, down, down. So I have my trusty wheel in front of me. This is the Spinolution Bullfrog, or I like to call it Jeremiah. So everyone should have a named wheel. And I got these lovely locks that I brushed out, but I wanted to show you. I'm sure I showed you before, but I really enjoy showing minimal processing for wool. You don't need a whole lot of kit to make nice yarn. You just need basic kit to make nice yarn. So a basic spinning wheel or a spindle and some clean wool. This is a dog brush from like the dollar store. And I have no idea where I got this, but it's a little thing that cleans out the dog brush. And these things don't ever go bad. They just keep on going because of the hard teeth in them. So I was just going to show how to clean up some wool. Sorry, there was some stuff behind me. Clean out some wool and spin it. So this is a variegated Longwool fleece. I don't honestly know the exact breeding. It doesn't matter. Go by what the wool looks and feels like, and just like its name, it's fine. And this one's a variegated fleece. So I'm wearing a silk skirt. Do not brush on a silk skirt. So it's a couple of layers of denim. And I have a pattern in my head for making a, for making a wrap, an apron of sorts for spinning that is more durable in the lap section for doing things like this. Okay. And I spin tip to tail, so the outside of the fiber, which was the outside of the sheep, to where this the fleece was sheared off. It's far enough away so it doesn't whack my knees, so pardon me if I slide a little out of frame. And I do S to Z. That is how I spin, so it looks like I'm spinning backwards. And I'm just joined it up on the side there. And I am spinning this pretty fine because I want to do a 3-ply with this. And I also wanted to show you how to set up, oh gosh, no wonder it was spinning words, all the way down. I'm not sure the exact spin ratio, but I want it on like the second or third from the largest. Whirl there. And now I'm going to better pick up. And every wheel is going to be different with that, but I want lots of twists to enter fairly quickly because I am spinning fine. Because when I get 3 of these together, I want just like a little heavier than a sock weight. Somewhere between a sock weight, like an Aran weight, somewhere between a 1 and a 2. There's different words for what that is in different countries. So somewhere between a 1 and a 2, or a fingering and a DK, or so I'm hoping you can see a little bit, and I can always slide you in. And I can also see the chats, I believe. I just love this fleece because it gives me such a varied tonal yarn. And there was like 5 to 6 pounds of fleece, I believe, cleaned and washed with this sheep. Woolie's a big sheep. And I have her 2005 fleece still in the garage, and I'm spinning 2004s. So I am a year behind on her, so I do need to start processing this, which is why I like to do it this way, because I can just grab the raw fleece and spin. Advantage in spinning, S versus Z. Oh, and then the difference in knitting with that. I prefer plying the yarn in Z. It holds better together for me when crocheting it and knitting it, because I hold my yarn the same way when I knit and crochet. So I hold my yarn in my left hand and loop over when I knit and crochet. So I feel the yarn holds together better when I ply it with a Z twist. But the joy with spinning your own yarn, you can make it any way you want to work the best with how you spin or you crochet, you know, whatever you choose to do with the yarn. And though I brushed them out to do like a worsted weight spin, my natural spinning is I kind of do a long draw, which is a woolen process. So it's a fluffy worsted spin. And hopefully I can do like a sweater or something like that with this. And being 3-ply, it's going to be very durable. Or boot socks. Boot socks would be amazing. And the twist just grabs itself out. And being a long wool, it doesn't need as much twist as a shorter stapled wool. Moving the tines. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions about spinning, well, heck, knitting or crochet. I don't weave that much. I only know like the very basics in weaving. But spinning, knitting, and crochet, I've been crocheting for over 40 years. Been spinning for 16, 17. 10 with a wheel. And this will become a 3-ply. If you didn't hear me say that before, because I don't know who's popping in and out. I'm waiting for YouTube to upgrade so comments can be asked verbally and I can hear you. Something's in there. Yeah, it's just getting caught funny. Okay. Today I'm just pulling back the main fiber and then smoothing it out with my right hand. I was just looking to see if I could zoom in a little bit more on the wheel. Not sure if that's possible. Oh, comments. Oh, it's a Spinolution Bullfrog is the type of wheel. Yeah, and she's really quiet and she does not need oil, which is really amazing. And there's just a rubber drive band, so super quiet. And what type of wool? Oh, I'm glad it looks peaceful. It's a mixed breed Longwool, so I don't know exactly the breeding. Last time I was spinning this, I was sitting next to a sheep breeder, and she said it looked like CVM, but I'm not sure. But it's really lovely Longwool, and it will be in my shop soon, just as the raw wool. Raw washed wool I will not sell. I will not sell wool unwashed. But I have lots of it and I would like to share. And I also have one that's like deep dark gray and some that are like creamy white. And it just basically spins itself. With this big Twisco in it. And then the wheel isn't happy when I get it totally sideways. I need to keep it more in front because it's a hook and not an orifice, so it takes differently. Now, ooh, see what I did there? I got it way, way too thin. So I'm just gonna break it off. Kind of break off the piece I did already. Put that back in. And I'm just gonna rejoin up and make this part a little thicker. Super easy to fix. I feel like I need some classical music playing. Get my daughter upstairs in her combat boots. Did he cut my feed? Am I still good? Is it coming back on? Sorry about that. Had a call. Let's just start learning long draw. Amy, once you get the hang of it. Yes, it goes a lot quicker than short forward draw, Amy. It really does, because the twist goes up pretty much into your fiber supply, and you can draw out just feet and feet and feet of it. You can do it faster on my other wheel. This one does not like me twisting sideways. Of course I can angle the wheel a little bit. Which I need to move my hooks anyway. Yeah, that's better. Just with long draw, it's really easy to go too fast and you don't get enough twist in your yarn. So you just have to make sure you pause a little bit and let your twists build up. Actually, once you start getting the hang of long draw, you might not want to do anything else. Not done spinning, just need more yarn. I can't see what whoa, can't see what your name is. Hello, oh, Beatrix, hello. Yeah, so if I don't see your name, it's just because I'm horrible pronouncing names. Or am I horrible just seeing them? Microprints. Yeah, just into that point of life where I don't want to make the appointment with the eye doctor, but need to make the appointment with the eye doctor. Okay. I'm just collecting a few tufts of wool here, trying to keep the tips together, so the cut ends together. One's pretty here. Can you see that? Love the deep darks and the lights. So I'm just going to brush them out and they're going to mix a little bit. This fleece is so much fun. Those are a little shorter. So I'm just going to grab it, twist it in the center, and comb out the tips. And since it's such a curly fleece, it just gets so much longer. Good, you can kind of see what I'm doing here. No, if we, oh, I can't tilt it down anymore. Okay, I just turned it around, kind of twisted a little under where I had it twisted before, and we'll just do the other side. And that's it. Calling that processed. It's all ready to spin. Piece stayed in it. Okay, I was feeling something in here. Yeah, most of my sheep's fleeces that I've gotten have never been coated. They're not raised for their fleece. They're raised as like mostly pets or for their offspring. which is, you know, why Wooly has a life. She was a 4-H sheep. And she has babies and she goes about her life. Just happy I made friends with her owners and we get to partake in their fleeces. And anything you don't want to spin, just pull it out on your way through. The darker stuff is really crinkly. It's very fine crimp. It's spinning differently. So I'm just minding it a little bit more closely. And making sure I pull the crimp out as I go so it actually locks into the twist. Only a little bit of a dirty fleece, but I have lots of fleece to play with. Oh, this one's pretty. You can see all the ends here. So I'm just going to start pulling out locks. Little tufts of floof. Ooh. Hi, Hope. Which wheel's my okay, which wheel's your favorite? You've only spun on the Lindrum. Not sure, it's different experience at different wheels. I think each wheel spins very differently, and I've never used a Lindrum. I can talk. I have the Spinolution. I have a Kromsky Symphony. And then I have two wheels that are antiques. I have a J. Farnham that was built somewhere between the 1830s and 1840s. That's a flax wheel that I have yet to spin flax on. And a wheel that my four greats grandmother brought back with her on her journey from Norway to the States when she was 18. So we know that wheel was on the water in 1852, 1853, somewhere in there. So that wheel predates the 1850. So, and it's currently at the doctor's because it had a little bobble in it, and it made it really difficult to spin because its bobble was right where the bobbin setup was. So the whole thing would just vibrate back and forth, and it kick the drive band off. So it's like, she's gonna see if she can get fixed. But you know, if you're almost 200 years old, you need a little fixing too. So I figured she was doing pretty good. But yeah, they all spin slightly differently. This one I can get really thick yarn on. The Kromsky I only do thin yarn. The Farnham is super, super thin. Like the hooks on it are like 1/4 inch before they're bent over. So super, super fine on that. So this is why spinners own multiple wheels, because they all spin differently and they're all different experiences. And I also have never spun on an electric wheel yet, but I do hear they are super fun. I even talked with the guy from Woolly Winders. They have an electric wheel that's amazing, but not in my, I don't feel comfortable spinning that much on a spinning device as of the now. I've gotten all my wheels, well, they're all secondhand, so I have yet to buy a new wheel. This one I got from just an email in my spinning group. Someone had an extra wheel they didn't want anymore. The Kromsky I got off Craigslist. And the Farnham, hey computer, stay on please. The Farnham I got when I was at a spin-in on the Oregon coast. So if you go to fiber fairs and that sort of thing, some people are selling older wheels, used wheels, and generally pretty decent bargains. So, especially if they still have it, it's the last couple days of the show or the last day of the show. Generally, they don't want to go home with it. So you can get some good fair deals. And since 3D printing is taking off, even if you have an older wheel, you can still get bobbins for it 3D printed. Currently, the bobbin for my J. Farnham flax wheel is with a 3D printer, and we'll fix her right now to see if he can graft out your design. A new spindle for it, because it only came with one, I'm sorry, new bobbin for it, because it only came with one bobbin. And I don't operate well with only one bobbin. This guy has, I think, 5 or 6. And this is one of them. I don't know what my delay is. A huge delay. This is one of the bobbins for it for doing chunky yarn. Aw, thank you for the hearts. Looks super cute on this side. Oh, how much fun is that? Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope everyone is enjoying their crafty day, or if this is a nice wind up to an end of a work day. From whatever time zone you're visiting me from. Next. I feel like I should have prepared a poem or a story of some sort. Come on, pick up. Next. Okay, for the other spinners that are in here, have you all heard to hold your fiber like it was a bird? I've never held a bird. Hold it like a bird. It's just me that thinks that's strange. Forgot. Hello. I don't know how to say your name. Visa? Visa? It looks pretty. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. But seriously, has everyone heard that to hold your fiber like a bird? Like a baby bird? I wouldn't want to pick up a baby bird. I wouldn't think that would be a common thing that people do. You have not heard that, Hope? Okay. Maybe it's just a West Coast thing. I don't know. I know it's just supposed to mean to hold it light so your fiber can flow out of it. Definitely don't want a death grip on your fiber supply. I just thought the baby bird thing was weird. And the computer trying to turn itself off is weird too. Come on, take up. As my bobbin gets fuller, I have to increase my take up. Which actually on the Spindlelution is super easy to do. Reload. Your girl Taylor. That's a cute name. Oh, hi! Yes, from the crochet knife. We did that, jeez, was that last month? That was a while ago. Yup. Crocheting, knitting, and spinning, and fiber prep. That is what this channel is about. So hello and welcome back. I am just getting to spinning and kind of losing myself in the rhythm. It's very therapeutic that way. Unspin to get a little thinner. A little piece of thread in here. Only one more brushed out tuft left and want to prepare more fiber. Which is fine. I still have 15 minutes to go because I am going live until 6 Pacific. Then I have to be an adult again and like make dinner and stuff. I'd much rather be a creator than an adult sometimes. Okay, most of the time. Next poof. Joining on the side. A rabbit's sitting in his cage looking at me and sneezing. What are you doing, duder? I wish I could get him in the shop, but his room is super dark. You wouldn't be able to see him. It's cute that he chose to lay well, looking this direction. He normally looks out the door. There's a glass door next to him. a little floofy at the end so it joins better. Ooh. Really piled it up on the end. You guys see how much it's building up? Yeah, I can't zoom in, but that's okay. I think you can see it all right. Very manual zooming in. Grabbing out more locks of fiber. This is a Longwool. Look how long those are. Like 6 inches. So absolutely perfect to spin, long draw. Just twisting them in half. Brushing out each side. Ooh, I got some darker ones in this one. Oh, fluffy, pretty. Yeah, so all brushed out compared to direct comparison here. Compared to how it looked before. And this method of spinning, you can get whatever color combos you want in there. If you're working with dyed locks, so dyed in the wool. I was gonna grab some, but it's not close by. Folded. Yeah. Like this doesn't look right. It was all folded in half. I just love the color of Woolie's fleece. I made a cap out of this, like a knitted wool hat. Oh, it turned out so pretty. And it's like I think that's like last Christmas videos ago. Turned out really nice. So they're giving me all this fleece. I felt like I needed to do something in return. But there is a, well, I'm not sure it's truly a sayer among spinners, but beware of free fleece. Sometimes it's really good like this, and other times just, you don't want it. You don't need it. It's not sheared for spinning, and maybe not even spinning quality. I just say be picky, but be thankful. And if you don't like it, it's really great for the garden. I have a master gardener friend that takes the fleece I don't want. Normally it's just the, when I skirt the fleece and get rid of the yicky bits off the side before washing, she takes those and puts it in her garden. and similar areas so we don't have to worry too much about weeds or mixing up plant species between areas. What's obsidian? You do not want to come out. What's the issue? Oh, there it goes. That's better. Just stuff caught in the tip. So pretty. Let's go to somewhere else. The wheel. Joining on the side. Spinning fairly thin because I'm going to do a 3-ply. So if you get a thick spot when you're spinning long draw, you just grab each end, back twist a little bit, and pull. And it thins it all back out. Very forgiving way of spinning. And although this is like a medium fleece, it's not a fine fleece by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still super soft. So I'm a big advocate of spinning local, spinning the sheep from your area. This one is like a half-an-hour drive away. In a housing development. But the houses each have like 5 acres or 3 acres, so it's kind of a different type of development, but it's cool. Very cool. Pretty sure the sheep is very pampered. Just seeing how much it's building up to keep the bobbin nice and even. Computer, stay on. Oh yeah, it's really building up. Back down here for a little bit. Increase my uptake. There it goes. Make sure my join's really good. It's not going to fall apart. Well, I hope everyone is enjoying whatever handcraft or activity they are doing while hanging out with me tonight, or whatever time it is in your life. I appreciate you joining me. It's getting a little soft. Okay. I let it build up a little too much right there. That's all right. Sort it out. Well, it is 6 o'clock and I was going to start winding up. Is there any other questions, comments? So I just want to make sure I answer everything you have for me. Even if there's no weird questions. There's definitely no stupid questions. I'm just going to finish spinning what's in my hand, and I will have to bid you all adieu because there's activity upstairs that I must join in on. start off on a good foot. There we go. Well, got it all locked back up. And these will all be ready for next time. And hopefully I can come visit again next week and we can spend together. So I hope everyone has a wonderful evening or a wonderful day. And I will see you all next time. Bye. Which button turns it off?